In England, they celebrate the Battle of Agincourt as a victory over France. In truth, it was a victory only over the Armagnacs. The Burgundians stayed out of the fight, and John eagerly watched as the English king did his work for him, decimating the Armagnac alliance. Still, the English invasion of France had swiftly turned in Henry's favor. With the road to Paris now open, he marched his armies towards the French capital. Sensing his time to strike, John the Fearless rallied his armies. He would race the English to Paris and seize it from the Armagnacs before Henry could arrive.
Do not let up, men! We have to seize the gate!
We will help you, Burgundians. The Armagnac's reign of terror must be brought to an end.
The gate is ours, but there is no time to rest. We must conquer Paris before the English arrive and take what is rightfully mine.
Bring the injured to us so we can heal them.
This gatehouse is no longer controlled by the Armagnacs.
We fight by your side, Burgundians. We will help you fight the Armagnac oppressors. We fight by your side, Burgundians. We will help you fight the Armagnac oppressors.
This gatehouse is no longer controlled by the Armagnacs.
Itachi. Avanti. Sì, compru. Itachi. Har. Sì, mastro. Sì, avanti. I compru. Sì, mastro. Sì, compru. Sì, mastro.
Barbaric Armagnac soldiers took advantage of the general confusion. They stole the most precious artifacts from the university here in Paris. We should return these great pieces of French heritage.
Sì, compru.
Arm. "35 minutes until the English arrive. We must hurry." Our enemies block the river, bringing all trade to a standstill. If we destroy the river blockade, the Merchants Guild will help us conquer the city. This gatehouse is no longer controlled by the Armagnacs.
Sì. Itachi. Sì, mastro. Avanti. Uzot. I compru. Itachi. Arm. Avanti. Itachi. Arm. Avanti. Arm. Itachi.
The river blockade has been lifted. The merchants will repair one of the destroyed bridges to help us cross to the other side of the Seine.
Uzot. Avanti. Sì. Arm.
Two monks from the Abbey of Saint-Martin have decided to join our forces.
Itachi. Davis. Retouché. Sì, mastro. Sì, mastro. Compro. Posad. Sì.
The cowardly Armagnacs have imprisoned some men of the Butchers' Guild. We should free them.
Sì, mastro. Compro. Sì, mastro. Sì, compro. Avanti. Sì, y va inmediatamente. Y vai. Anode. Sí, inmediatamente. Sí. Uzot arm. About service. Uzot Ibai. Sì. Avanti. About service. Sì. Retouché.
This gatehouse is no longer controlled by the Armagnacs.
Mr. Law, how did the Burgundian dogs manage to get so close to the palace? I am slain. Avenge me, my brothers. Avenge me.
Sí, Ibai. Sí, Ibai.
What is this? Have the Burgundian daredevils beaten us to Paris? Damn you, John the Fearless.
Paris was now in Burgundian hands, but in seizing the city, John had made an enemy of the English king. Not wanting to fight both the Armagnacs and the English at the same time, he moved to make peace with his French rivals. The heir to the French throne, the Dauphin, agreed to meet with him on a bridge near Monteau. John and the Dauphin each arrived with 10 of their trusted men, and John knelt before the Dauphin as a show of respect. But as he rose, 2 men of the Dauphin's retinue, who were Armagnac loyalists, sprung into action and charged John with axes raised. It was a trap. Before the meeting could even begin, John the Fearless was struck down and killed, while the Dauphin only watched, unperturbed. It was a fitting end for the man whose career had started with just such an assassination. The Burgundians were outraged. There would be no peace between the French factions, and Henry V would go on to win many more battles against his fractured enemies. But while this marks the end of the story of John the Fearless, the tale of Burgundy is not yet over. You see, my son, It was not John the Fearless who brought La Pucelle to the stake here in Rouen, but his son, our great Duke, Philippe the Good. Until this point, he had been ruling the Burgundian Low Countries in his family's name, presiding over an economic and cultural golden age in this corner of Europe. Outraged by the murder of his father, he quickly formed an alliance with the English to avenge the death of John the Fearless. But his war against the Armagnacs would have to wait. The Duke of Bavaria, who had fought with John at the Battle of Auteuil many years before, once more called for help from the Burgundians. This time it was not against an Armagnac revolt, but against his own niece. Jacqueline of Hainaut was not a woman content with obeying orders. For a short time, she had been the queen-to-be of all of France. But when her husband died, she was quickly relegated to her Dutch holdings. With her claim to the Low Countries contested by the Burgundians, she fled across the English Channel, where she married the Lord Protector of England. Together, they now returned to claim the lands that she had lost to the Duke of Bavaria. Philippe, seeing his northern realms under attack by an English renegade, rode north to push them back into the sea.
Your father once fought side by side with me, Philippe.
Pozor,
Let us
immédiatement.
renew this old alliance and avenge the murder of John.
Il bouge comme preux. I batti. I batti. I batti. I batti.
First my husband and my uncle tried to tell me what to do, and now you, Philippe? Has your mother not raised you to have any manners?
I batti. 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 I batti.
Attackers. See. So. See. Immédiatement. Immédiatement. Bon. See.
Bonjour.
Si.
I bouge du boc. Vos ordres? I batti, I batti.
I am an old man without an heir. It is that you are not only an ambitious ruler, but also a wealthy man. If you are willing to pay, I will bequeath you my county. I know that it would be in good hands with you, Philippe.
Ra.
Sì, Imin.
Bonjour. Imin. Ra. Bonjour. Pozor. Imin.
My family has considerable influence in Cambrésis.
Si.
And it just so happens that one of my relatives is a candidate to become the city's next bishop. Bring 2 relics there so that the Cambrésis will favor Burgundy.
Davis. Avancez.
Ra. Immédiatement. Ra.
Ibati.
Sì. E tacci. Hard e tacci. Avancez.
My forces are ready for combat, Philippe. Onwards to glory!
Si.
Avancez. E tacci. E tacci. Avancez. Tout compris. Avancez. Détachez. À votre service.
Sì, il recoil. Buongiorno, i min.
Sì. Avancez. Sì, mastro.
Oh, how I would have loved to fight you in person, Philip. A man that lives up to his reputation is a rare enough thing. Sadly, the boring old men in England think that I should not be fighting our allies.
Avancez. Avancez. Détachez.
Vos ordres? Die bouche du bois. Ça.
I bouche du bois.
Buongiorno, vos ordres? Il recoil. Sì.
I batti.
Vous autres. Avancez.
Whatever you do, Philippe, do not treat me as one of your brittle courtesans. I have spent my whole life hunting and watching intrigues unfold at court. I am no ordinary countess.
Jacqueline, you are as cunning and sly as a true Burgundian. If I had not known better, I would have sworn you to be my sister.
Sì. Détachez. Avancez. Immédiatement. C'est. À votre service. Immédiatement. Immédiatement.
These lands and titles are mine. You will have to pry them from my cold, dead hands before I give them up.
Eli.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
À votre service. Avancez. Détachez. Vous autres. Avancez. Détachez. À votre service. Sì. Vous autres.
bati,
Vos ordres, i bati. Si, i bati. Ra, i bati. Si, i bati. Bonjour, i bati. Vos ordres?
I owe you my gratitude, cousin. Rest assured, I will see that the Combresis tires find their way to your coffin.
Sì. Everyone see. I will tell you. Touch it. Everyone see.
This is it. I have nowhere else to go.
I will tell
Very
you.
well. You have won this round, but as long as I breathe, I will not bow to any man.
Sì. Hard. Everyone see.
Hainaut is ours, and the English have fled. The lands are mine, and Humphrey and his Englishmen are back on their way to England. Take Jocelyn to Ghent, where she can no longer do any harm.
Philippe treated his beaten foe with respect. While Jocelyn was a Burgundian only by marriage, her plot, while failed, had been in true Burgundian fashion. Even so, Jocelyn found her imprisonment in Ghent intolerable. Not long after her capture, her uncle, the Duke of Bavaria, was found dead, murdered by poison. It is unclear if Jocelyn was behind this. Some have even speculated that Philippe himself ordered the assassination. But do not let anyone hear you say that, my son. Regardless, Jocelyn used the ensuing chaos to escape her house arrest. Dressed in men's clothing, she fled to Holland, forcing Philippe to keep his attention in the north. This is where we will stand tomorrow, my son, when Joan of Arc. They are dousing the pyre with oil. This is to be no ordinary fire, you see. The flames must rise high for La Pucelle, as if they truly were the fires of hell. For a long time, she was a nuisance to Duke Philippe. He never could understand her zealous wrath, her single-mindedness, and how she seemed to truly believe the words of fire that she spoke. Compared to him, the ruthless politician, she was another being entirely. But at this point, La Pucelle was not on Philippe's mind. For even as Joan dealt defeats to the Burgundian forces in France, Philippe had yet to deal with the escaped Jocelyn. In Holland, Jocelyn had found new supporters in the so-called Hooks, noblemen of low birth. For years, they had been fighting a civil war with the merchant class, known as the Cods. Philippe now had to walk into this mire of old grudges and blood feuds to finally defeat the elusive Jocelyn.
Thankfully for us, the enemy alliance is separated by the channel. Controlling the coast is the key to victory. We must not allow the English to come ashore in Browshaven or on the surrounding beaches.
ibati. Pra ibati. Vos ordres? Ibati.
My spies are reliable as always. They tell me of lumber yards on the English coast that are vital to the English. What are you waiting for, soldiers? Burn them down.
Buongiorno.
The simple-minded Dutch nobles do not understand that times have changed, and they are backing the wrong horse. Help us bring the hooks to their knees once and for all, and we will support your plans, Philippe.
Vos ordres?
Buongiorno. Ibati. Ibati.
Stand strong, my beloved wife. My fleet is on its way to save you.
That cocky Englishman ran to England to hide rather than duel me. Swat. I have bigger fish to fry.
Itachi. Itachi.
Vos ordres i bouge du bois. Bonjour, vos ordres, ra.
Très bien. The English lumberyards lie in ashes. Without regular wood supplies, Humphrey will struggle to build enough ships to threaten us.
This village will no longer suffer from the despotic rule of the Hooks. Our allies, the Cuds, will be in charge of this settlement from now on.
That you could hold me prisoner, Philippe. I told you I would not give up this easily.
Leiden.
Sì. Itachi.
Our soldiers are eager for battle.
Rotterdam has fallen into our hands.
Buongiorno.
Usoto.
free the town from the tyranny of the hooks. Our friends, the Kurds, will rule this place from now on.
Jarvis. Evanze. Uzot. Itachi. Evanze. Jarvis. Evanze. Itachi. Evanze. Itachi. Itachi. Si. Uzot.
Utrecht is no longer under Jacqueline's control.
I am deserted by everyone that I trusted. As I have found out, my useless husband spent time with other ladies instead of coming to my aid. No wonder you were victorious, Philippe.
You were right, Jacqueline. As long as you live, you will not give up. But I do not wish to kill a fellow Burgundian. Let us talk. I think that we can come to an arrangement that serves both of our interests.
In the end, it was the Pope that dealt the final blow to Jacqueline's dreams of power. As he dissolved her marriage to the Lord Protector of England, she was left without allies, and soon she was once again captured by Philippe's forces. Philippe gave her a peace treaty more amicable than she could have hoped for. She was allowed to keep her titles, but Philippe assumed regency over all of her lands. Once the wife of the Dauphin of France, Jacqueline was reduced to a position of hollow prestige. For the first time, the Low Countries were unified under Burgundian rule. A strange situation for a land so long defined by quarreling cities, but in the end, a change for the better. You see, my son, a land united is a stronger land. When its cities no longer fight each other, their people can focus on the arts, on industry, beautiful architecture and innovation. All of the things that we call civilization. All of the things that must be cast aside when one is called upon to pick up the sword. As for Philippe, with his northern realms secured, he could finally turn his attention to France and to Joan of Arc, the Maid of Orleans. This is where we... Since the rise of the Maid of Orleans, the war had not been going well for England and Burgundy. In a matter of days, Joan had crushed the combined English and Burgundian forces at Orleans. And now, for a year, she had campaigned with the Armagnac army, bringing it victory after victory. Only recently had she suffered a setback, as her forces failed to take Paris from the English. She was not a warrior. At just 19 years of age, She carried nothing but a banner into battle. Yet her tactics and her fiery speeches, that seemed to be the very word of God, had made her the Armagnac's greatest weapon. Philippe resolved to put an end to her for good. His forces were laying siege to Compiègne when word reached him that Joan and her loyal followers had snuck into the city to aid the defenders. This would be the day that the Maid of Orléans fell.
Onward, men. The town of Choisy lies ahead. Let us conquer this place and turn it into a siege camp before marching on Compiègne.
Sì, Abu Davis. Sì. Uzot. Evanzi. Itachi. Harm. Abu Davis. Evanzi. Itachi.
Choisy is well fortified, but the town's castle is no match for our artillery. Prepare the cannons.
Uzot. Evanzi.
Is ours! Quickly, establish a base and repair the damages. The French army will not remain idle once they learn of our success.
Ibati, 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 Ibati.
Our outpost in Marne has been attacked by French soldiers for days. We should not allow our enemies to wipe out this base.
Irreperai. Ibati. Sì, i compreux. Ibati, Ibati.
Ibati. Sì.
Ra. Écoutive. Bonjour. Écoutive.
Vos ordres, écoutive.
Si. Écoutive.
Davis.
Vos ordres. Ra. Ibati. Ibati. Vosotros? Sí. Y compreux. Sí. I bati. I reperai. I bati. I bouche du beau. I bati.
We have suffered much in this war. And now Joan of Arc is demanding that we deploy even more soldiers to support her desperate campaigns. But we long for peace. Help us rebuild our city and we will stay out of the battle.
Pra. I vai.
Ra, i cultive, bonjour, i cultive.
Vosotros? I cultive. Bonjour. I cultive. Pra.
I bati. Si, i cultive.
Bonjour. I bati.
Vosotros, i cultive. Si, i cultive. Ra.
I bati.
Bonjour. Immédiatement. I bati. Vosotros?
I bati. Irreverai. Sì, posso irreverai. I vai, immediatement. I batti, i batti, i batti. Ra. Imin.
Buongiorno. Imin.
Posorgas. I bush do bo.
Sì, e taci. Harm.
Sì. Fa.
I bush do bo.
Davis. Cos'ho di compru? Ive. E taci.
There are people in our city who know the French military plans. For an adequate price, they are willing to share their knowledge with you.
Davis. Harm.
As agreed, our spies will provide you with the French plans. From now on, you can track the activities of your enemies. The Burgundians have reached Joan. Defend the maid with your lives.
C. Uzot.
A1C.
Hard. Jarvis.
A1C.
Uzot.
A1C.
Joan! Oh no! La Pucella's fallen into the hands of the insidious Burgundians. This is a dark day for France.
It was late at night when the soldiers brought Joan to Philippe. Calmly, he instructed all of us advisors to leave his tent. As soon as they were alone, La Pucelle began berating the Duke to his face. The Dauphin, she said, was chosen by God to be the savior of France, and he, Duke Philippe, was a traitor to his country. She was a zealot, as I have told you, my son. For her, the world was black and white. The goals of the Burgundian Duke were as incomprehensible to her as her righteous fire was to Philippe. I could see them through a slit in the tent door. The Duke could barely hide his disgust for this peasant girl who talked down to him as if he were a mere commoner. Yet, he retained his composure. When she was finished, he let a long silence fall on the room. At last, he spoke in a low voice. If the Dauphin is indeed your beloved savior, Joan, where was he at Paris? Where is he now? He did not allow her time to answer. The moment that I heard of your capture, I dispatched 2 emissaries, one to the English and one to your Dauphin, each with the same proposal. 10,000 ducats in return for La Pucelle. I am a man of my word, girl. If the Dauphin has not abandoned you and wishes to see you free, I will allow you to return to your holy mission. But if not, at that moment, 2 English soldiers entered the tent. With a look almost of pity for the young maiden, Philippe nodded. The Englishman grabbed her by the arms. As they dragged her out, the Duke sighed and said, "Alas, Joan, it is nothing personal. It is only politics." There she is now. Can you see? The English are tying her to the pole. For a short while, this girl was the symbol of French resistance. Now, her death will symbolize the final defeat of the Armagnacs. Watch, my son. Not the girl in the flames, but the men around her. The clerics, the inquisitors, the nobles of England and Burgundy. The men who decide the fate of nations. For them, for us, this is not the burning of a heretic, nor the downfall of a hero. It is, like all things, a means to an end.